It was news, I guess, yesterday when Adam Schefter of ESPN reported that the 49ers have officially given Jimmy Garoppolo permission to seek a trade. It was news until we found out that it was news in March, that John Lynch, the GM of the 49ers, actually told Matt Maiocco of NBC Sports Bay Area that the team had given Jimmy Garoppolo permission to seek a trade. Late March, nearly 4 months ago. So what's changed? Nothing has changed. Nothing at all has changed. And look, I don't want to get myself in any more trouble than I naturally get myself in. I don't want to anger anyone. I don't want any more unfollows on social media. God forbid I may be blocked, probably have been muted. But this is a tangible example of the trade-off that happens when somebody with a 9.6 million follower account on Twitter decides to throw out something meaningless, gratuitous, old news because it operates as trying to pull the ripcord on a lawnmower to get a trade possibility moving at a time when it just isn't. Why do we need to be reminded now that Jimmy Garoppolo has permission to seek a trade? He's had permission to seek a trade. This is an effort to breathe life into a dead body, i.e., Jimmy Garoppolo's trade prospects. Nothing is going on. We know that he's been throwing for the past few weeks. There was a report from NFL media on Tuesday that he'll be fully cleared in the middle of August. Well, now the report is he's been cleared to practice. Okay. Where's the team that's going to trade for him? Who's going to do it? All that we heard in the aftermath of yesterday's old news that Jimmy Garoppolo has permission to seek a trade is that the Browns aren't interested. Now, look, I think the Browns aren't interested for one very important reason. Two, first of all, I don't think the Browns believe they're going to be without Deshaun Watson for the full season. And I think you're only interested in Jimmy Garoppolo if you know you don't have Deshaun Watson for all of 2022. Secondly, I think the Browns are not interested in being in a position where they have to give up more, maybe dramatically more, for Jimmy Garoppolo than they got for Baker Mayfield. What do they get for Baker Mayfield? They're paying him $10.5 million to go away instead of $18.8 million to stay, and they got a fifth-round pick that maybe becomes a fourth-round pick, 2024. That's what they got. Well, if they would, and again, this is a big if they would lose Deshaun Watson for the full season, all of a sudden, 49ers have leverage. All of a sudden, 49ers can say, hey, Cleveland, we want a second-round pick. And Jimmy Garoppolo can say, hey, Cleveland, if I'm going to agree to this trade, I want my $24 million this year fully guaranteed. Or I want this, or I want that. Browns have no leverage if they seem desperate in their pursuit of Jimmy G. So they're just saying, we're out. We don't want him. And look, does that mean that if Garoppolo would want to play for them on a bargain basement deal, or the 49ers would basically give him away, that they would change their mind? You can't rule out anything in this league. You know that anything and everything can and will happen. But I think that this position that the Browns are putting out there is driven more by the fact that it would be very embarrassing for the team to give up significantly more to get Jimmy G than what the team got for trading Baker Mayfield. So we'll see what happens. I continue to think he's going to end up with the Texans. I just choose to believe that there's been a slow play by Nick Caserio, the GM of the team, who slow played the Deshaun Watson situation into a great outcome for Houston. He drafted Jimmy G back in 2014. They want us to think they're all in with Davis Mills. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. If this is part of an effort to just play the cards right, keep them close to the vest, wait for the right time to move, this is exactly how it would play out. So Texans are the team that I continue to guess. I don't know, but I guess that's where Jimmy G is going to end up.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.